Ooh. Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Onlyfigs. I am your host, Mr. Modern Toy Fair, and I am joined by the founder of the Necilluminati, the delayer of shipments, the procrastinator of pre-orders, my YouTube wife, Mrs. Modern Toy Fair, Jarmar _games. But that's not all. I'm also joined by the man Modern Toy Fair has full custody over. The man Optimus Prime popped and he refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the master of Mac, the three-pump chump of taking this show off the rails, Nate. How you guys doing?
I'm doing okay.
Just okay?
Just okay.
Okay.
Just okay. Just okay.
That's cool.
But
That's cool.
but now I get to see you guys, and
you're worse?
so much
It's
better.
worse.
Oh.
It's
better. It's better.
I guess I was speaking for myself. It's okay. No, I'm
Yeah.
You
Well.
can kayfabe it all you want. I know your true feelings about me, Jamar. I see the text you send.
Never put anything to paper.
Or
That's what I would
digitally.
say. Yeah.
Because I
I
screenshot
could
that
always
shit.
just
Because I know
say-
you iPhone folk can go up and through
My
and be
phone
like,
got hacked.
go like delete shit.
And I got hacked.
Hey, what's up, Jedi Hunter? So let's get right into it. Nate, what is our trivia question for the numbers game this week?
All right. So this is going to be a range between 1 and 50.
Oof.
Okay. So the question is, how many Autobots were in the season 1 of the original Transformers cartoon? 1 through 50. How
Fuck.
many Autobots were
Well,
in?
There's at least one.
Well, this is.
There's a lot more than one, but okay.
I'll give
I
you
said
a
at
freebie
least
there,
one.
Jamar.
At least one.
Mhm.
Oh man, I don't know.
So this is basically just a regular number game for me because I'm about to just
Yeah,
guess.
I'm not gonna
mean-
lie. I also am.
Generally, just the number game with you guys anyway, but I get to make it more fun for me.
That's true. That's true. Let's go with.
All right.
I will give you a hint though that the picture that I'm using is pretty rad
I don't think
so
that's
that
really a
means that-
hint.
for the number.
Real quick. Hey, CJ, how's it going? I just guessed because I really don't know. Like, I could take a rough estimate of like the characters I know, but I feel like
Mhm.
there's tons more than that. So
Yeah, and this is also season 1, so
I'm just throwing a number out there. We'll see if it sticks. I feel like it's high though. That's the thing.
my luck, it's gonna be low. It's gonna be like 12 or some bullshit.
Wait, specifically
Autobots,
you know
not
what?
Decepticons, just Autobots.
Yeah. I'm just thinking in my head how many Transformers. So like that's
Mhm.
my problem there. So that's gonna get scratched.
but
off.
again, season 1. So
Right. We're not gonna do that.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
changing my answer now because now you got me concerned.
I'm gonna go a little. That even still seems really high, but you know what? I'm gonna stick with it.
Same. My answer still, but I just know that's gonna be something ridiculous.
I know, like it'll be like, oh well, it was blah 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 blah. In the back scene, there was like people standing there who didn't have talking parts or some shit. So I don't know. I'm ready.
All right,
All right.
3, 2, 1.
I did
89?
20.
You did 20?
20.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So it has to be a lot, or I'm fucked.
It's gonna be
Yes.
24. What did you do?
I
couldn't see your
I
number.
had 22.
Okay.
That's why I said it has to be super high, because if it's not, then I'm fucked. Because I didn't think we were gonna be close. I thought it was either gonna be super low, like 12, or super high, like 40.
Yeah.
And that would
I
determine.
was
no, you
thinking
guys,
it was
you guys
less.
both did really well.
Okay, are you gonna list them all off?
No, I can.
No.
Not from my knowledge, because just the whole thing, but I do have a list of them because I did look it up beforehand. I wasn't sure.
So I'm glad that you actually looked it up, so that way it wouldn't be a situation where like someone was like, "Hey, that's not accurate."
Yeah, I'm going by the Transformer wiki.
Because
so.
we very much so are an upstanding podcast that don't voice opinions, only facts on this channel, which you'll find out in 2 weeks with the episode where we discuss Hasbro once again.
Oh, okay. I was like, "What are we going with this?"
Are you the lawyer from that Phoenix?
But now you got it from both sides.
Yeah,
From
Ace
Phoenix, whatever.
Yeah,
Ace Phoenix. What are you guys talking
There's
about?
there's a Nintendo DS game where it's like this lawyer and he's in a suit and he's always pointing aggressively.
Well, I'm gonna look it up now.
Cool. Anyway, so I get to go first. I actually got a few things in for a change, considering my last couple weeks have been pretty uneventful. First, we're going to go something that I got for essentially free. All I paid for was the shipping, thanks to good old Sideshow and their rewards program. And that is the re-release of Super Boo. So
wow.
I missed my first time around because I was not collecting Figuarts at the time. And they reissued him, and I had like $90 in rewards through Sideshow, so I was like, fuck it, it'll come out eventually. And they shipped it to me, and I didn't even know that it was shipping. It just suddenly showed up, and I looked, I'm like, oh, I got an email like 2 days ago, fuck. So like I was surprised how quickly it got to me, because usually Sideshow's like behind. Like if people think Big Bad Toy Store is slow at getting things, Sideshow is a whole nother level usually. Like they still haven't gotten in some of the Mafex figures that came out like 3 or 4 months ago. So I was super shocked that he came in. Sticking on brand.
Were you Super Saiyan shocked?
Yes, I was. At least now I was.
Right.
Sticking with good old SH Figuarts, I got one that I'm even more excited for. This one I ordered from Amazon, and it took like a week and a half for them to actually ship it to me. But that is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
Yes.
So I love me some GT, and to be able to now have both Goku and Vegeta, I am super excited. Pretty sure he's going to be next week's review, so if you want to see a closer look at him and also all the pictures I'm going to take, make sure to keep an eye out for that on Monday. We'll do him next. So I also got, this is just import week for anyone wondering. I got in the Mafex Cyborg Superman after weeks and weeks and weeks of waiting for Ami Ami to get caught up after they took their little week-long break for New Year's. And he was already on my top 10 list because technically he released last year, even though Ami Ami didn't ship mine right away like they were supposed to. Had I got him in hand, he may have been my number one figure. Like, holy shit. Like, when I got around to doing the review and posing him for, like, the pictures and stuff, that figure is amazing. I just yeah, that may be my favorite Mafex figure, which is funny because I love the Return of Superman comics because that's what I grew up with, but I just didn't care about Cyborg Superman. But this figure, I'm like, he's fucking cool. So
it's weird that Cyborg Superman went on to become a Green Lantern villain.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Yeah. Hank Henshaw is a big Green Lantern villain.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
He kind of sheds some of the Superman stuff, but still, it's still the same character. That's what happened to him. He went on and he became a Green Lantern villain. It's very weird. I mean, at least when I was reading DC Comics, which was a while ago.
I mean,
but it was where he went.
It makes sense because Superman already has Metallo, and Metallo's a bigger threat in my opinion because he's got the kryptonite in his chest. Where I feel like Cyborg Superman.
Oh, you didn't know? See, if you only watch a Superman movie, you'd only know that his villains are Lex Luthor and General Zod. You wouldn't know anything about any of those other characters because the movie makers pretend that there's no other villains ever.
Yeah. Doomsday.
Yeah. And his love for
tornadoes.
Humans.
That's a good one.
And box office.
Real quick, CJSH question mark. I'm assuming SH Figuarts. It's the brand from Bandai.
I mean, I think his comment goes for this entire show so far. Like,
Oh, it's like a question mark.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
shh.
I don't know. It just says SH question mark, so I'm not sure. I'm waiting for clarification.
Oh, that might. Oh, I guess now I understand why you went into figure arts. I was like, that's a weird one to just pull out with those question mark.
Yeah.
But that makes more sense.
Yes.
Okay.
I also got some guy in a group I'm in on Facebook was parting out his Constantine from Mezco, and I'm happy because there was only a couple things I wanted from it, and I didn't want to pay for the whole figure, so I got myself a little chainsaw.
oh.
Which this thing is like super detailed. That's the one good thing about Mezco is this shit's fucking incredible. Too bad they don't actually ship things on a regular basis. And then I also got his little cigarettes with like the smoke effects and stuff. So
now you have joints and cigarettes.
exactly, they have their options. Do they like want to get high or do they just want to get addicted? My last thing is something that I paid to get commissioned for a few months back, and the guy was working with Four Horsemen on a project, so he was a little bit behind. But I don't know if you remember, I was customizing one of my Hush Batman Mafex figures to be Rebirth Batman. I had Podong go through and like paint the yellow trim around the logo, paint the trunks gray, and change out the belt. Well, now he finally has the black and purple cape. And Harker Customs did a fucking incredible job on this cape. Like, man, it's so good. I'm super excited. But yeah, he reached out to me like a week or two ago.
Let's look at that some more. Put him back up there.
Oh, my bad.
That's really good. I really like that. That looks great.
Right? Like it's
The
got
whole
like
thing looks great. I mean, I know Podong does great work, and
yeah,
that cape is amazing.
Yeah, he took the McFarlane belt and trimmed it down so it works. He put the rim around the like yellow rim around there, painted the trunks and matched the gray, and so like he did great work. Harker Customs did amazing work with the cape. The cape actually has like 5 or 6 wires in it, so you can pose it in different spots. Yeah, I love it. I really like the Rebirth costume for Batman just because I like the purple lining in the cape, and I also kind of like the yellow trim around the bat symbol. And I have a feeling it's gonna be a long time before Mafex does any like current stuff for the comic books. So I was like, well, I'll make it myself then by paying other people to make it for me.
Take it into your own hands. Now, yeah, I actually just got word from Craig Mesco that they are releasing.
Craig Mesco.
Yeah. No. Is it not?
You were selling it, man. I was like, yeah, Craig Mesco.
Yes, Majin Buu was SH Figuarts, as well as SS4 Vegeta.
I got SH4 Vegeta, but it's in my pile of loot, and it's the only thing in my pile of loot because I kind of don't really have anything else coming, so I got to figure out what I'm doing there.
Just ship it because it's a fucking incredible figure, and it's gonna be 6 months before you open it anyway, so you might as well get started.
Well, that's the only thing I'm like, that's gonna be 6 months before I open it, so maybe I should just wait.
Yeah, but it'll be 6. Like I feel like that clock starts once you get it, so you're just making it so it'll be like even longer then.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But,
what you got, Jarmar?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a great segue over to me. Thank you for mentioning things that you don't have pre-ordered or coming, and that would be another highlight for me. I'm just here down for the ride, guys.
What about the week before? You had 2 weeks.
You had 2 weeks and you had nothing.
I already showed you.
You didn't show
Astrobot.
You didn't show.
What was that? Did we not do that last week?
We didn't do Onlyfigs last week.
Oh my god! Don't you remember my memory? All right, I guess I do have it.
We should really look into getting him a doctor's appointment because this isn't like kayfabe anymore. This is.
I think I'm gonna start taking like Alpha Green. Is that the one where you put the green stuff in there? It gives you all your vitamins and stuff, and maybe some Alpha Brain.
Is that the Alex Jones like vitamin?
No, it's AG1. It's like it's a thing. It's a thing. Alpha Brain, I think, is the Alex Jones thing.
Yeah, that's what you said. Alpha Brains. That's what's like. Is that?
I know. I meant Alpha Brains.
But
anyways,
is that the Alex Jones thing? I'm like, that's weird that's what you want to try, but go for it, bud.
I think that was like brain bone. So, anyways, I do have a weekly purchase apparently because last week we didn't do weekly purchases. So, if you don't know, I'm on my like Nindoroid kick, and I think this is probably going to be like the thing that I get the most of a specific category because I keep getting, well, yes, I'm going to have a lot of Nindoroids this year, but this is Astrobot from the hit game Astrobot Playroom, which if you have a PlayStation 5, it is free. You literally can just download the game, and it does like a cool thing of like getting you used to the controller and the features of like the PlayStation 5. But it's also damn, I can't remember the VR game. I think Astro's Big Adventure, something like that. But these little bots are so fucking adorable if you play the game. They're like perfect, and this was like a little Sony mascot shelf for me. So that's what I have. And I got the little PlayStation coin right there. Collect it. That's it. So I do have a weekly purchase, even though I didn't think I did. Astrobot. No, I don't have anything else.
You saved the show, Nate.
Yeah, I did.
No, look. You can expect me to not have anything. When I have something, that'll be the surprise. Just wait until NECA and everyone else starts releasing things.
Just wait till spring, and you'll just be like every week you'll be
So
like, look at all my.
I'll have stuff, but yeah, everything behind me will disappear, and I'll be recording outside in my car because that's where I live.
Divorce is a bitch.
So I'll go. I got a couple things. I have one like regular purchase, and then the rest were like super deals. And then one is a gift, and one then is not a super deal. So, yeah.
Is that just a regular deal?
Or was it like?
Oh, okay.
Or because it wasn't a super deal, was it like higher than what like retail was?
No.
Okay.
But it was painful.
I mean, that sounds like it's higher than retail then, or it's just a shit figure.
Well, I guess it is higher than retail. Way higher than retail. Like way higher than retail. Like really, really higher than retail.
So it wasn't a super deal compared to how much it normally goes for. It's just
more than what
it's just significantly more than what it should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the riddles.
So yeah, I think it was like a couple Fridays ago, 2 Fridays ago, whatever it was, before the last Friday after we did one of these. I got a big box from Target, and there was a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons figures in there. And you may say, "What, Nate? You don't seem like the Dungeons and Dragons type." And you would be correct, even though I do seem like the Dungeons and Dragons type. I'm not.
I mean,
the Dungeons and Dragons type.
You're in your 40s. You partake in certain things.
No, I definitely seem like the type.
Yeah.
But I am not the type. I don't care for Dungeons and Dragons
which
at
is
all.
Surprising,
yeah. But I did love me that cartoon from the early 80s.
Oh,
and
so
I got.
I think you're talking about the movies. I didn't realize you were talking about the
cartoons. No, the cartoon, which I loved. It's all I knew, and that's what Dungeons and Dragons is to me. Is that cartoon? So the first time somebody like whipped out a rule book and a pad of paper, and I was like, "What the fuck is this shit? Where's Bobby?" And shit like that. Like I want to be Bobby.
It just thought it was it was a board game like Candyland where you got to play as the characters.
Yeah. So I was real confused. So 40 years later, they created a toy line for us, and I got them.
Is this the shitty ones that are like the windowless packaging that are all broken?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't spoil.
Yeah. So
well, I know there's multiple lines. That's why I'm figuring out which one.
There is currently multiple lines. He's not wrong. So this is said packaging.
It looks quite.
And
cool,
I will say, if this was a plastic bubble, I mean, I don't know that I would open these. They would look so cool. Like the individual character art on top of like the classic. Because in the game or in the show, the kids went on a roller coaster ride into the Dungeons and Dragons ride, and they were whisked away to a magical land, and some shit went down. They were granted powers and all that good stuff. So I did get the 3 single carded releases, which included Hank, and his bow and arrow. He also has a regular bow, but this is it all lit up and stuff.
Fancy.
As you will see, I did not have any QC issues.
Well, that's
So
good.
they definitely were in windowless packaging, which sucks. Here's Bobby, looking pretty cool. And the unicorn, which I don't remember his name, her name, whatever.
I feel like Bobby is just He-Man as a child.
Yeah.
It
Well, they
does
were
like
all Earth children. Like I said, they got whisked away in a magical land. And then Diana here. Her magic staff. Yeah.
got a glowing green.
It looks like someone they just gave her a piece of plastic that they found in the warehouse somewhere.
Yeah.
Like when you're a kid,
It's a glowing staff.
when you're Jarmar and you throw away your accessories, so you have to like find like craft materials to.
Or maybe I donated them. You never know.
Yeah.
Do you have the boxes still for each one?
Yeah.
I was just curious to see like the box art for each one.
Oh, I don't have them down here with me. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I mean, my problem is that's a slippery slope because I feel like that's a gateway to them doing the same thing for the retro carded stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't like
It
that.
definitely.
Like
yeah.
it looks cool there, but I don't want that for the retro
Right.
stuff.
Right, and I definitely think this was kind of what was on the docket for that kind of stuff before they decided to go the other direction and keep it. But yeah, I think
even
it probably
before
did
everyone
look
lost
something
their shit and they didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Here's an idea for them.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't they make the box in some kind of way like perforated? So that way you can like hang it on the wall and then pull like that front part off and then have the figure displayed in some kind of way in there. I know it's still logistics of like how is it going to stay together, but then that would kind of give you the like both, because you won't need the window is only there when it's in a store. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like that's just asking for it to get stolen then if it's perforated.
Yeah.
Because then someone at the store could just be like, rip.
Well, no, it wouldn't be like you'd have to like, I don't know, open the side of it out or something and pull something like that. Like,
it's topic for another day.
Yeah. How can we fix windowless
2 weeks from now, the topic will be, can you perforate a windowless packaging box and it not get stolen? And did Hasbro ruin it?
Also, it's easy to just throw the figure itself, like perforated or not. Just because it's paper bottom.
Real quick, just for the chat, yes, Nate is always here to save the show. CJ would have picked these up, but the windowless packaging turned him off. Jake says that the D&D show is basically Narnia because they're going through a roller coaster, but instead of a wardrobe. CG wasn't added yet. I'm not sure what that's. I'm assuming the bow stuff because it's green.
Yeah,
that's funny. I like that. Ted, hey, how's it going? No, don't worry about being late. That's what the replay is for.
I mean, we're normally late. So.
Yeah, we've actually been on time. I've been forcing us to be on time lately. I'm taking YouTube serious. Fuck Twitch.
You hear that? You're forcing us. You're forced.
And CJ also says if it's not stolen that the head would be taken.
What was the thing? I got a LeBron head. The TikTok.
I never saw the TikToks. I just knew it was a trend that was going around where they were stealing LeBron heads, and then it turned into stealing any of those dumb kids' toys heads that were like that size, and I'm like, why?
Yeah. So those three are the first wave in the regular like retail line, even though I got them from Target. But there was a Target exclusive, which included Dungeon Master. Fucking rad.
Hey.
I mean, I could see him in just like a flannel and jeans with a book telling people what's going on too. So
yeah.
Even if he's got the full Hulk Hogan though, I did not expect that.
Yeah. And packaged with him,
it's a dragon.
It's not quite.
A dungeon.
It is,
dungeon.
No.
It's an ampersand.
It's the
a CGI weapon.
It's the series main villain, which fully then kind of fills out or not totally fills out, but I think pretty good.
Evil Bobby
fills out our 80s villains shelf if you're building such a thing. Iconic 80s villains, and that's Venger.
Is he supposed to have one horn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that looks even more like, badass and
Cool.
evil.
Does it? Because it looks like he
Yeah,
got his ass beat.
Nope, he's just got one horn, and it's fucking rad. And he's doing some cool shit with his
That's a cool
blast
fucking
effect
clove.
here.
That's a cool Iron Man effect there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And his wings. So yeah.
I
So
very
like his little
intimidating.
shoulder cloak thingy. That's kind of
Yeah.
cool looking.
I like the figures. I love that we have them. There's issues with each one of them. The sculpts are a little, and this is gonna sound weird because I know, but they're a little cartoony, not to the actual cartoon. Like, yeah, I get it. They look a little
I'm
more.
sorry,
Like,
just
Don't
to clarify,
you hate that?
the
Like,
sculpts for the figures based off of a cartoon in the 80s are too cartoony.
yeah, because they don't look like the cartoon. They're a little more exaggerated. I think. So I think they could have been a little bit more, little tighter or whatever.
a little more
And I have
cartoon.
seen a little more cartoon accurate.
Yeah.
And I have seen a lot of people with QC issues.
Oh my God. That's all I've seen.
Fortunately,
So that's why I was
yeah.
worried when you said you got those.
Fortunately, I haven't had any issues. So, and I worked with them as I got them out. There's not a ton of articulation. Yeah, like Diana has double jointed knees, but not elbows. Actually, I don't think any of them have double jointed elbows. But I'm looking at them. No, and then Avengers cape and Shaw thing kind of limit his articulation, even though there's a split. So he doesn't really do. And this is it's a funnel. It's split, but it's hard plastic.
It's like traffic cone.
Yeah.
Jake wants to know. So you basically got a Avenger. Because Avenger.
Yeah.
But
Yes, I got an Avenger.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got Avenger.
There's 3 more kids to come out. I thought they were supposed to announce them this week, but I didn't see anything about it. So I'm either they didn't or I missed it. I'm kind of hoping that could be. I'm hoping it's the 3 kids, and then the next maybe cool box set would be Tiamat, which was a dragon that was in the show. So that would be very cool. So I got those. Those were my regular purchase. Then I got a sweet deal on some Marvel Legends because, as you know, that's the only way I get them.
This is insane.
Yeah.
I'm rioting. I am rioting right now. I just don't understand.
I got special treatment. All right. So, but I got the Kate Bishop figure. So, Marvel Legends, Kate Bishop. And then that's the only one I've opened so far. But I did get Hawkeye, Ms. Marvel, and Sharon Carter.
That's
Now,
right. I remember the story behind these now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I will take back my riot.
Yeah.
Riot on Monday.
Yeah. You will notice in these ones, they are missing the Build-A-Figure piece. So I got the 4 of them for $25. So
that's not bad.
I mean, that's still insane for 4 figures without the Build-A-Figure piece. That Build-A-Figure piece is worth like $5 each.
Yep.
Like,
I don't really want the What If Ultron. I'm not going to be sad if I never get it. But if I stumble across pieces for really cheap here and there, I'll pick them up. Whatever. I have 2 of them somewhere because I did pay full price for She-Hulk and then Mr. Knight. So those ones, so I have pieces somewhere.
Real quick, 2 things from Jake. First, Jake wants to know if the cartoon had the same animation as the 70s Lord of the Rings movies.
No, it is not like the one. It's not Ralph Bakshi or Rankin Bass. So it's a little more traditional looking, I would say.
Okay. His second
Saturday
thing
morning
is, by the way, I think he's asking, did they change the Khonshu wave because they had them at Target and Red Skull was a part of the wave but not listed on any of the boxes as being a part of the wave? I think because every wave has one figure that doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece, I think the listing on the side of the box is just to tell you 1 through 6 what comes with what piece. So if he's the one that doesn't have it, then he wouldn't be listed anymore.
Yeah, which would be weird that he be the figure that.
Yeah, I didn't think it was him, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. So, I did get 2 more deals a couple weeks ago. buddy Chucky B and I went up to over to Renegade Toys out east Ohio. I don't remember exactly where.
I kind of want to go. That sounds fun.
What was that?
Renegade.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it sounded like you went full like ring wraith there. You were like,
yeah.
Oh, Renegade.
So this is actually from like 2014, but it's still what I would consider modern. And I got Autobot Scoop for my Transformers.
Cool.
I got him for like $20, and then
little buddies he has.
Those are his Target Masters. Okay.
Like he shoots them? Like they're targets?
No, they're guns. They transform into weapons.
Okay. This didn't look like they transformed at all because it didn't look like there was any like seam lines, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So, and then I was at the Neotech meet the other night, which was last night. I did pick up Trigger Happy. He's actually a Target Master as well, although in this version, he doesn't come with his Target Master partner. He comes with the Target Master name for his Titan Master. I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah, you lost me there.
Yeah, there's a lot of words there that I didn't understand.
Yep. So that's why I just kept going. But last Sunday, that was all of my deals then. I have two more things here.
And these are the two things that are not a deal. That they're expensive.
Well, I only have one thing that's not a deal. The other thing you guys already saw, but I want to show it off. So, Yep. Jarmar got to show his.
I forgot.
Yeah, no.
I forgot what you showed me.
Shocking.
So Sunday, we had to go down and pick up our kid in Columbus. So we went down and I went to Big Fun. My wife had never been there. Big Fun, so I wanted to show her what it was.
What's Big Fun?
And
seriously,
Big Fun in Columbus.
Did you know about the one in Cleveland?
I am not fun, so why would I know about something called Big Fun?
Well, because it's a toy store.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
no one takes me to cool toy stores.
I guess when it was cool here, you were out living in Arizona.
No, we didn't. It closed.
How long has it been closed?
Like probably 4 or 5 years now, because I mean the pandemic was 3 years, and
yeah. Well, how long did he live?
I moved in 2019.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like you've been there way longer.
I mean, it feels that way because of the pandemic, but no, I left March 2019.
Yeah. I want to say Big Fun in Cleveland probably closed 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
So it's like 8 or 9 years ago now. But anyway, there's one in Columbus, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. And I was looking at the Transformers, and they're right when you walk in. It's a very, since Michael, you haven't been there, it's a very small, width-wise. It's kind of long, but it's
like a hallway.
It's larger than a hallway, but it's still slim.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff stacked up. You really do got to look around. And I saw a couple boxes, familiar-looking Transformer boxes that were Generation Selects. And one of them was one of the Seacons.
Generation what?
Generation Selects.
Oh, okay. Select. Sounds like you're saying slacks, and I'm like, what's that?
Yeah, like slacks. So
okay.
Generation Selects.
They all have jeans on.
Yeah.
Big Fun is what Nate's called in the evenings. Everyone in chat has been to Big Fun. I want to go.
Yeah. Western Banjo Fun. Anyway. Oh wait, that could be 2.
Huh?
Yeah. Win Big Fun.
No.
WBF.
What's Big Fun? And then we do a series of him going to Big Fun for the first time.
Yeah. WBF. What's Big Fun? I love it. Anyway. So I saw one box that I recognized, and I couldn't, because it's, so not big width-wise. Restrictive. I was backing up all the way to the one side, and I couldn't quite get it. So I got my phone out, took a picture with my arm up real high, blew it up, and I saw the name. And it said Seacon Tentakill, and I was like, oh shit, because I have all 5 of the Seacons, but there's 6 Seacons. And so he's always been super expensive. And so I looked at my picture, and it said Tentakill. He went and got it. He got it down for me. There it is.
What the fuck is that? It looks like a Power Ranger
Yeah.
villain.
Tentakill. Everyone
it
knows
does.
those.
Oh yeah,
No, it does.
Sure, you'd be able to fucking name him if we did an episode about naming Transformers.
Oh, we're totally doing that.
You'd be like Fishbot.
So here is Tentakill.
Oh, he looks way
Oh.
cooler than he did on the box.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty
they
cool.
are aquatic creatures.
Mm,
So he's some sort of devil,
Squid?
octopus, squid thing. Yeah.
mhm.
So how much do you think it was? Let's ask the chat. How much do you think I spent?
Without
on
googling,
Tentakill?
chat.
Oh
what
wait,
was-
this should have
was-
been the numbers.
This should have been the numbers
It probably
game. Yeah,
should have
missed
been the numbers
opportunity.
game.
I'm gonna go out on a limb because I
Because I was really hoping it was going to be like a deal. Like I was the last. Like
Like
I
you
found
discovered it.
Like they,
Yeah.
like they didn't know that they had it.
But they knew. They knew.
They did know. They did know.
I'm gonna say 180.
Okay. Jamar.
200.
Jamar on the dot.
Oh,
Jamar.
See, I
on
figured
the
it was probably like
dot.
$200, and it was probably he got like slightly less than
Well,
what it goes for.
how much was it of their original like retail or like
Probably
100?
Like
$15?
$20. Yeah, probably.
Oh, I
20
thought
bucks.
those were like more expensive because they were like the
They
imports.
are. They are. So it was probably like 30
Oh,
because he's
shit.
small. But for whatever reason, I don't know the full story because I got some of them from Pulse. They were the only 3 that were available. Like, and this was like 2 years ago when I first was really getting into Transformers, back when Optimus Prime popped for the first time. And for whatever reason, though, he was really expensive. At one point, people on eBay were wanting like $400 and $500 and stuff for him, and it was like, that's ridiculous. I'm never going to do it. And like, it was funny because I just kind of looked at my wife and I was like, that's really too much. And she's like, that's up to you. And I was like, yeah, I know. And then like I started really thinking about it, but I was like, I've never seen him before, so
Yeah.
I grabbed him. So I mean, I can get him on eBay, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I have him now, so I have
Support
that.
local.
So that was my And then we went and ate tacos, and it was an awesome day. So
And where did you go?
El Segundo,
Uh,
because we were on High Street in
Please tell me
Columbus.
that they have a giant like taco Gundam. Because
oh,
that
so
makes
that's-
sense.
No.
okay.
It's actually like it's like a lot of Day of the Dead stuff down
that's
there
cool.
at that place. Yeah, and the funny thing is though, there was a beer that I got there. It wasn't from them. It was from a local brewery, but it was called Taco Ninja. And like
That's
I
kinda cool.
asked what
Those
it
don't really go
was.
together, but
I
Yeah.
asked what it was, and I was like, please understand, I'm going to order this no matter what because it's called Taco Ninja, like 2 things I love. And
Yeah.
it was just like a lager. So it was good. It was fine. There's nothing crazy about it, but I was going to get it no matter what. So the last thing I have to show off was a gift. And I showed this to you guys last week just because I was so excited, but I can't resist showing off to everyone. So I'm a big fan, as Jamar also is, in the show Kim's Convenience. And
Oh,
yeah. So the guy that plays Mr. Kim, I'm not going to say his name because I'll butcher it, and I don't want to do that. I want to be respectful. He's also in The Mandalorian, and my friend who loves Lego made a little X-wing fighter costume guy that made it look like the actor. And I was like, oh, you should make me a Mr. Kim sometime. And he did. So that's how it started. So I can't really see his beard as much, but
oh yeah, okay.
yeah.
yeah, but he's got like his cool flannel shirt and his pants. And so that kind of then blossomed into a project where he wanted to make all the other characters for me, to which he did, and got that cool little logo for the stand, like really making it look like a classy, like Ultimate Collector Series Lego set where you get like a pedestal, and a logo, and like there's the cast. So Kim Chi and Janet, Mr. Kim, Mrs. Kim. I totally forget Shang-Chi's name, and then Shannon.
Jung.
Jung, that's what it was. Yeah. But then it blossomed even more into a whole other project to where I got the actual store.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can't buy this. Like he made this, which is incredible. And then you got like the counter and some shelf space, and I gotta find some Lego like food to put on there and get some other customers, and who knows what else, but it's awesome. There's even a little sticker with the actual address back there.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
That's
this was amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's one of my favorite things. I had to show it off. It's awesome. It's so cool.
Jake wants Bob the Burgers next. Or
Yeah,
Bob's
man.
Burgers, why Bob
But
the
see,
Burgers.
that probably exists, right?
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
it doesn't
probably
yet.
someone's
but
made one, but like not like.
Oh.
Yeah, but like I
Wasn't
bet
there-
that could exist.
Yeah, that would make more
That
sense.
potentially
There's
could
no way
exist.
that they would make this Lego set.
Right,
that you got.
right.
Like,
Because like they did
zero
the
chance.
Simpson house one time, but that would be cool to do the Bob's Burgers. Like, it would be really cool to do the whole building,
Mm-hmm.
and then also like you could take the top off then and just have the restaurant. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to dig through. I might have some food and stuff that you can have to put on.
Oh, cool.
The things. 'Cause I still have some Lego stuff.
It's not expired, is it?
I mean, it is pretty old. Jake, I have no problem driving more than 2 hours. First off, Columbus is only like 2 hours away anyway. But
220.
I had a problem driving to Phoenix because
Where are you
it's
coming?
so,
Oh, you're coming from. Okay.
it's so
Never mind.
goddamn boring to drive
Yeah.
from Flagstaff to Phoenix.
Well-
It's just going down a hill and you see some cactus and you see an occasional semi pulled over and then dirt and that's it. And it's boring as hell.
You throw on a stand-up comedy.
Trust me, it's not enough.
And
Like
you're good.
you especially driving at night back from there to Flagstaff, it was a struggle to stay awake because it's rough.
Just fall asleep, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, let it go.
Just let Jesus take the wheel.
Straight line.
You guys really went out of getting on this podcast, don't you? Like if you
No,
gets
that
wrapped
would
around a
be
tree, then we don't have to be on.
The ultimate irony is that Jarmar and I would carry on.
Yeah.
Like the podcast would change and it would just become like a
Us just
conversation show.
It'd no longer be
But we would
topical to
keep
try to
going.
get views. It would just be
Yeah.
two dudes, one toy podcast.
Yeah. Yep. I don't even know if we'd be talking about toys. I don't know what we'd be talking about.
Oh, I know. You talk
Could you
about fake
imagine?
money, movies.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Each episode would be like 6 hours.
Jamar would
long.
forget what you talked about last week and talk about it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Why not?
I'd
Why
forget
not?
during the episode. Like-
Jake says he'd just take my place and instigate shit.
That worked
Did
too.
it turn into Fanboy Fight Club?
Yeah. Well,
And 20.
I mean, I think that's everything then.
We showed all we can show.
We did, which is surprising
trying to think
for a
if-
show
'cause
called
I don't-
Onlyfigs.
I don't have anything really coming. I do have a
That's unfortunate.
I'm just laughing because OnlyFix.
Yeah.
I have the HasLab Sky Striker on the way, but I've already promised it to somebody else. Like I'm not even gonna open it. Like I'm just parting with it off the bat, so I won't even have that to show off. I'm just trying to think if I'm gonna have anything next week because
I
Sure, I'll find something
have
next
like 2 things on the way, I believe. So we'll see.
One thing I ordered, I was disappointed. I got my tracking information and it said USPS. I was like, fuck. It wasn't from Big Bad Toy Store. It was from Good Smile.
Oh.
But I thought I paid for the higher shipping because it's half off when you pre-order stuff.
Mhm.
And I thought I did that, but I did not. So,
Shame.
yeah.
But on that wonderful note, if you enjoyed our live stream and you are not already for some reason subscribed, please make sure to like and subscribe. Helps us out and gets you much toy related content on your feed, including the reviews on Monday or Let's Pose on Tuesday, the live stream that you're currently watching now or rewatching, and the podcast on Fridays. Make sure to check out this past Monday and Tuesday's review and Let's Pose of the Cyborg Superman. If you haven't, he is amazing, and I had a lot of fun posing him and taking pictures and stuff, so check that out. Follow us Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. Check back with us hopefully here in like 2 weeks time ish, and we're gonna have a pretty big announcement for the channel that will either be taking place for February or March. We'll see how things go. Check Jamar out over on metal.tv/Jamar Games. And Nate, what do you got for us?
You got to check us out over on our Facebook group, WBC, and that is World Batman Fans.
WBC?
F.
F, not C.
Yeah, WBF.
I know.
What are you guys talking about?
No,
I thought
knew
you
what you're
changed
talking
it and
about
I was
'cause
confused.
We started that, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's WBF.
Then you still went with
World
the F.
Batman Fans. Yeah,
And I was just like, that's not a C.
yeah. No, it's not a C.
Oh my god.
The WBC is a thing.
Is it?
I assume it was, and that's why he probably got.
I think
mixed up
isn't
and
that like
confused.
something to do with like horse something? Oh.
I
Oh.
don't want to know your Google search history. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this week. Hopefully see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.
Goodbye.
You have to turn him over, and then
Whoa.
like,
That
yeah,
looks like-
because his head will come out of his